There's tons of rumors floating up in the air of Lucasfilm potentially erasing the Star Wars sequel trilogy. And the whole Star Wars community is up in uproar right now from what I've seen so far. Welcome back to the Mando Bros channel, guys. It's your boy, Big O Nuggets. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, to the channel for more Star Wars info, because this one is going to be a very, very juicy and very touchy subject, because I feel like the Star Wars sequels have always been like a very touchy subject, because there's tons of mixed reviews on them and a lot of hate. I feel like, you know, there a lot of the toxicness from Star Wars fans have come from the sequel trilogies, because a lot of people didn't really like them. Now, whether you like the sequel trilogies or not, I ask everybody to always please be respectful to everybody's opinion. If you're gonna say what you don't like, say it respectfully. If you're gonna respond to somebody, respond to it, you know, respectfully and with your opinions. There's no need to get toxic or get any hate, because that's all I see people talk about whenever the sequel trilogies are brought up, and I do not want that. I want everybody to talk, and have a good conversation about this, because if Lucasfilm is going to erase the sequel trilogies, or if they're going to try to reboot them, or if they're going to try to do something different, how about we get what we like from it and what we don't like from it, and try to see if we can't come to a nice little compromise, and having a positive conversation regarding the sequel trilogies, and that's all I want to say about that. But let's go ahead and dive right into this article that is talking about the possibility of the sequel trilogies being either erased or rebooted. So we're looking at this article from Heroic Hollywood. Pretty much, Lucasfilms may have plans to explore a new Jedi Order in Star Wars stories set after the sequel trilogies. So nearly after 3 years after its conclusion, the Star Wars sequel trilogies is still a subject to much debate amongst fans of the iconic franchise, although the films, with the exception of Rise of Skywalker, mostly received mostly positive reviews from critics. Fans were seemingly polarized right down the middle, partially to both The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Although the trilogy looked to conclude the episodic Skywalker saga, it still left the door open to future stories exploring the film's surviving characters, including Rey Skywalker and its newly established Jedi Order. So this information is coming from Vanity Fair reporter Joanna Robinson in her Ringerverse podcast, which says there are whispers that Lucasfilm was both interested in and actively developing towards a new Jedi Order that evolves from some of its more antiqued ways. This is a new Jedi Order which likely established sometime after the events of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Given the polarized reduction that the Star Wars sequel trilogy received, it looked like Lucasfilm was looking to focus more on their success Disney Plus series, The Mandalorian, as well as its subsequent spin-offs like The Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka. While there is a vocal group of sequel trilogy critics that hope Lucasfilms will either actively avoid that era or, in perhaps the most ridiculous terms, retcon the entire era, there are many fans that have responded that the new films and would like to see a new Jedi Order further explored. Interesting enough, it was reported that back in November, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy revealed that there was plans for more stories centered on the Star Wars sequels trilogy characters. Whether or not these stories will be told on the big screen or through Disney Plus shows remains a mystery. But either way, fans of the galaxy far away have plenty of exciting new stories to be told in the future. So I don't blame Disney for trying to just focus on their Disney Plus series and continue, because like I said, the sequel trilogy is a very, very touchy subject, man. It doesn't matter where you're at, where you go. Like, if you bring up the sequel trilogies in any way, shape, or form, you're always going to get those people that just absolutely hate the sequel trilogies. And it's sad, like I said, because I like them. I watched them. They weren't bad, but there's definitely a lot of things that I genuinely didn't like either. But I will never discredit somebody for liking what they like. If people truly enjoy the sequel trilogies, and that's awesome. That is amazing. Just like people have an issue with the Book of Boba Fett, it's definitely gotten tons of mixed reviews as well for season 1. And we have our season 1 review up in the channel if you guys want to check it out and let us know your thoughts regarding season season 1. But again, these are all just rumors right now. It's just a lot of people talking, lots of rumors getting thrown out and about regarding the the possible reboot or them actually erasing all of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that we should completely erase the sequel trilogies and, you know, and have them start from scratch from 7, 8, and 9? Or should they reboot it and change certain stuff regarding the sequel trilogies so they can try to make it better, and that way we can move forward with more Star Wars stories, new stories, like I said, a new Jedi Order, you know, new characters to look at, because, you know, we've all been focused right now in the Skywalker era of Star Wars still, and maybe it's time for us to move forward from Skywalker and focus on other characters in different time frames. I did see that there is talk about a Star Wars High Republic show. We already know one that could potentially be coming called The Acolyte, which we haven't heard too much about, and that's based off of the High Republic towards the end of the era, roughly around 10 years before Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So you see, we still have the High Republic era, we still have the Old Republic as well, which has some of our most favorite Sith Lords, especially like Darth Revan. You know, I feel like there's lots of other eras that we have tons of, you know, books and lore about that they could try to hop onto and do some more live action, you know, and then maybe as they do that, kind of prepare for, you know, a new, you know, Jedi Order or some new characters moving forward past the Skywalker, you know, era of Star Wars that we've been in recently. Now, like I said, Kenobi's still in the Skywalker's era, which is dope. Kenobi series is going to be awesome. You know, there's lots of shows coming from all that, spin-offs and everything, which is awesome. I do love that. But like I said, I think it's maybe time we focus and move forward into new characters and new eras into Star Wars. Let me know your thoughts about that, guys. What would you like to see them do with the sequel trilogies? What would you like to see Star Wars moving forward? Or what do you think would be like Disney's or Lucasfilm's best way to save Star Wars and move forward with the sequel trilogies and a new era to kick off, you know, some fresh content for Star Wars? Let me know your thoughts, guys. We're going to be covering anything regarding this info if more news pops up. It's been something that a lot of people have been talking about, so I just wanted to briefly talk about it. And remember to be respectful. Remember to, you know, let's have positive conversations about this in the comments if you want to talk about it. But thank you guys so much for stopping by tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, for more Star Wars content. And may the Force be with you, for this is the way. Thank you.